Yo, what's up everyone? My name's Dave and you suck at programming, and today we're going to talk about globstar in Bash. What is globstar? Well, you may have seen syntax like this, maybe if you're running on ZSH, I believe it supports it, and you can recursively glob into files and directories and find things that might be, 6, 7, 8 directories deep, N directories deep, and you try to do it on Bash, and you're like, well, Bash doesn't work, and that's why Bash isn't as good as Z shell. Well, let me slow you down. Slow down, all right? Relax. I'm going to show you how you can do it in Bash. So let's first of all, talk about where we are. We are in YSAP. This is the repository with all of my notes for all of my You Suck at Programming series. It's on GitHub. You can go check it out right now if you want to. The reason I'm in here is because there are a lot of files in here. I can prove there's a lot of files in here. I can find dot. And there's a list of all the files that are in here. It's a Git directory. I mean, the Git repo, so there's a bunch of stuff. But yeah, you can see there's a whole bunch of files in here. That's awesome. You could also do echo ***, and we just get a list of the root files. We don't get all of them. That's kind of interesting. I wish it would go into them. Well, guess what? Here we go. Let's turn on the globstar shell option. Shopt for shell option, -s for set, globstar, the name of the shell option, run that, rerun this command, and there you go. There's every single file, and it's really, really hard to read them. That's because they're all being passed as an argument. Of course, we can separate arguments with new lines using this printf notation, ***, and there we go. There's our new line separated list of files. Now you might be saying, hey, I know this is a Git repo. Where do those Git files go? Well, we're not showing hidden files by default. They're hidden by default. Is there a shell option to turn them on? Of course there is. Same thing. Shop -s shell option set .glob. .glob now, we will suddenly get all of those hidden dot files up here. It just puts them in a different spot. There we go. There's all of them. So this is how you can have that behavior in Bash. So I could do like, ***, or let's do the printf notation. That's nicer. *** / I don't know, based. And there are all my based scripts. Cringe. There are all my cringe scripts. So this is the behavior people are probably expecting. It does exist in Bash. You can turn them on. It's just hidden behind shell options. The beauty of all this is I could do something like text equals, I'm going to make a new array, and we're going to look for all of the text files, and we're going to store them in the array. Now we have a Bash array of all the text files. So we could, I don't know, get the length of the array, and we can say there's 127 text files in here. We could do for file in this, do echo f, done. And, oh, nope, we're counting it. Let me get rid of this pound sign right here. There we go. So now we have a Bash for loop that loops over every single text file we found without forking, execing external tools, just using Bash built in. So we could do whatever we wanted in this for loop. Super useful. That's globstar and .glob in Bash. And of course, just want to say thank you to my patrons over at Patreon. Look how many we have now. This is awesome. This is growing. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you, Wild True Do Coffee. It's an awesome name. Thank you, Vorno, Bubsky, Hawk, Chase, Fractal Nick. Also, thank you to Adam, David, Arax, Luke, Greg. Your continued support makes this content possible. So, appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to have to make more room in this terminal for all these people. Thank you.